Welcome back to your day 2 of week 2 of Ashtanga yoga. All right, guys, so we are still practicing, still familiarizing ourselves. This is the modified version before week 3 as we start to expand on that. And just to again reiterate to you guys, make sure to listen to your body, take those rests when needed. This is a continuous flow, so at any point you can take a break and grab some water. And then when it comes to that handstand portion, feel free to just rest in child's pose if it's too much for you. But if you are wanting to explore, you can always go, I didn't explain this earlier, but you can always do this. I don't have a wall available to me, but you can always, if you have a space within your area that you're working and it's a free wall, you can always practice that way too. So a couple of options. Blocks handy if you're using them. Make sure to have that water bottle. It could be used as like a block. And let's get started. All right, we're gonna come to the front of our mat in our mountain pose. We're gonna do a couple Ujjayi breaths as we center and get us prepared for our yoga flow. So toes and heels together, arms are by the side, nice and tall posture. Go ahead and close your eyes, and we're gonna go ahead and begin with our breath. So nice deep inhale through the nose, out through the nose, creating that fog-like noise sensation. Again, breathing in, exhale out. But again, breathing in and out. 2 more like that. Nice breath in and out. Breath in and out. On your next inhale, open those eyes. Inhale, arms up. And as we exhale, we round, coming into your first forward fold. Inhale, we'll flat that back as we come up into halfway lift, creating that L with our body. And then as we exhale, we're gonna bend the knees a lot. We're gonna step it with the right and then the left, coming to our plank. We're gonna exhale, chaturanga, lower all the way down, release the feet. Inhale, cobra, elbows are tucked as we gaze forward. Tucking those toes and bringing the hips high, downward dog. Settling into your first downward dog, so we wanna make sure our feet are the width of the mat, hips are nice and high, pressing our heads through, legs are straight as we hear and we breathe for 5 breaths. So nice deep inhale, exhale out, again, breath in and out, breath in and out, 2 more, breath in and out, last breath in and out. Wonderful. On those toes, 1 foot at a time until your feet meet your hands at the tops of your mats. Back into that forward fold. Up into halfway lift, brushing the shins just to the middle of your leg, and then exhale round. Arms by the side, inhale all the way up. And repeat, we bow. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bend the knees a lot. Step it with the left now and then the right, coming into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And tuck the toes and exhale, downward dog. Readjust, settling into your downward dog. Again, 5 more breaths here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale out. Breath in. Exhale out. Breath in. Exhale out. 2 more, breath in. Exhale out. 1 more breath. And exhale. Step it 1 foot at a time to where your feet can meet your hands at the tops of your mats. And remember, you can bend the knees so you can allow yourself to stay in that forward fold position. Now straighten out those legs so we can come up into halfway lift. Exhale as we round. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, bringing yourself back down into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step it or hop it. Bring yourself into a plank position. Inhale to exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Good, we're into 5 more breaths here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale out. And breath in. And out. Breath in. And out. Breath in. And out. One more breath. And exhale. Step it or hop it. Make your way to the front of your mats. Toes and feet together. Straighten out. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull those shoulder blades away from the ears. We exhale, we round. Bend the knees. Swing the arms back and then up. Chair. Nice tall posture with our upper body. So ankles, toes, knees. It's like a zipper all the way up. Arms are reaching nice and high. And my back is nice and flat. I'm not rounding, I'm hyperextending. Bringing my hands to heart center as I stay in the position, squeezing those knees together. Exhale, we straighten and round back into forward fold. Onto sun salutation B. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step it or hop it. Back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Shifting the weight onto the left. Inhale, right leg high. Gaze forward, swing that leg through, warrior one, right leg, front, inhale to lift, knee and ankle, straight line. Remember, trying our best to square those hips as we reach and look up or forward. Exhale, arms come down, step it back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra to exhale, downward dog. Shift the weight onto the right, left leg on the inhale, up, gaze forward, swing leg through, dropping that back heel. Up, warrior one, left leg in front, squaring up those hips, nice tall posture. A little back bend if you'd like. Exhale, arms come down, send it back. Plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take a breath here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale out. Gazing forward, step it, drop it. Bringing yourself back to the tops of your mats. Toes and feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull those shoulder blades away from the ears. Exhale to round. Bend the knees. Arms swing back and up. Chair pose. Nice tall posture. Here, reaching up nice and tall, bringing your hands now to heart center. One more breath, and then we exhale and round, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it or hop it, bringing yourself back to plank. Take a breath and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Shifting the weight onto the left, inhale, right leg high. Inhale to exhale, and then bring yourself up, warrior one. Square those hips, reaching up, gazing forward. Right knee is on top of the ankle. Exhale, send the hands down and leg back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Shifting the weight onto the right, left leg up, and exhale, swing through, come up into your warrior one left side. Knee and ankle create a straight line, hips are squared, reaching up, gazing forward, and exhale, drop it down, send it back. Plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Breath here. And out. Bend the knees. Gaze forward. Step it or hop it. Bring yourself to the tops of your mats. Toes and heels together, back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round. Bend the knees. Inhale, bring yourself up. Chair. Hold here. Now bring your arms into prayer position. Taking a breath as we exhale, round. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull the shoulder blades back and step it or hop it into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Readjust. Lifting that right leg nice and high, gaze forward. And inhale on the way up. Warrior one. Knee bent, back leg straight, squaring up those hips. Just lifted. And exhale, arms come down, send it back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Shifting that weight, inhale, right leg high, gaze forward, swing that leg through, dropping that back heel, up into warrior one, left side, knee bent, squaring of those hips, chest up, exhale, arms come down, send it back, plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, up dog or cobra, to exhale, downward dog. Taking a breath here. Step it or hop it. Make your way to the tops of your mats. Legs nice and straight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round, bend the knees a lot. Arms back and up into a chair. Well done, everybody. Keep the knees and ankles together. Hands come to heart center. Take a breath here. And then as we exhale, we round. Bring those feet a little bit apart. We're going to start by hooking our two fingers. Remember, start with knees bent. Let the head and neck hang heavy. And then as we're here in this forward fold, using the arms to help guide that upper body down. Taking deep breaths here. Allowing yourself to sink a little deeper in that stretch. Go ahead and release. We're going to rebend, taking those hands, placing them underneath your feet. So you're stepping on them. Make sure palms are up, backs of the hands are on the mats, fingertips towards your heels. And again, letting the head and neck hang heavy and just nice and slowly straightening out those legs as best as you can. I like to think about relaxing the upper body, using my weight to kind of press onto my hands to lock them in as I try to use my breath and straighten out those legs as best as I can. Wherever you are, go ahead and release gently. Bring your hands on your waist, straight back, and slowly come up to a stand. All right, starting out with your hands at prayer position and feet together, taking that right leg and we're going to send it back. Quarter turn with our feet perpendicular with that back leg, straight triangle. Arms are out to the side. Remember, this is where you can use a block. Take a breath, push the hips back, and we're coming down. Placing that hand on the inner part of your foot. We're facing the backs of our mats. Right leg, right foot forward, right hand down as the left arm reaches high. Gaze down to start. And as you start to feel more comfortable, the goal is to be able to look up at your hand while you continue to breathe. Straight legs, squeezing those quads, keeps those knees locked out straight. And then on your next breath, using your abs, help you lift on up. All right, we're gonna rotate that foot inward. And back to the front of our mat, left foot forward, right foot's quarter of a turn. Arms are extended out wide. We take a breath, push the hips back, and exhale, we come down. Left hand next to that left foot, use that block if you need it, or we're twisting, and then if you can, you're looking up towards your left hand, your right arm. Twisting with that a little bit, pushing the hips back, breathing here, or grabbing hold of your shin or ankle if you need that support. On your next inhale, use your abs to help you lift up. Good, and rotate the foot back to position 1 with our right foot forward, left foot back, quarter of a turn. This time, we're gonna do our revolving twist. So this is where placing that block on the outer part of the foot is gonna be helpful, or using a water bottle. We take a breath and then we twist, bringing that left arm down, right arm comes up. Goal here is keeping those legs locked out straight the whole time. Nice deep breaths. As we reach up high with that right arm, left arm is down. Good. Breathing in and out. Nice deep breaths. And then on your next inhale, slowly come on up. Rotating of the feet, quarter turn, so back with that back leg. Front leg forward, using a block or a water bottle, placing it on the outer part of your foot. Take a breath, and then we twist. Right arm comes down, left arm is nice and high. Facing one side of the room as you're twisting. Thinking about gripping down with my toes as I'm actively reaching up and down. Keeping the legs straight as best as I can. I'm just keeping that mind calm with each breath. And then on your next inhale, slowly, gently bring yourself up, arms and feet together. Very nice. All right, sending that right foot back, perpendicular with the back leg, front leg forward. We've got our extended side angle. Breath in and out. So remember this one, this is where you can adjust your footing. Right arm comes down to the thigh as the left arm reaches across, placing the hand on the block. You need a little bit of support here as you're actively reaching, or if you make your way hand down all the way next to the front foot. Squeezing the left quad, blocks out that knee, sit nice and strong. And hips are down. As you can see, mine are not popping up. I'm keeping them low. And then on my next inhale, slowly bring it on up. Rotate to the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back. Arms extended out. Breath in to exhale. Placing that left arm on the thigh if you want, as you reach across with your right arm, or if you want to have some sort of support, we're here, or if you can make it, coming all the way down and reaching. So even though my right arm is here, I'm still actively reaching. My bicep, my triceps, arms, they're all working because I'm trying to reach something in front of me. Keeping the hips down, right leg locked out straight. A nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Looking at a focal point allows me to keep my mind centered. And then on your next inhale, bring yourself up. returning back to our first side, which was the right, adding that twist, placing the block on the outer part of your knee, starting at arms together. Exhale, come on down. So either doing the twist, left elbow to right knee as we're twisting and looking over that right shoulder, or if you want to, the other variation is arm down and reaching high. I'm gonna do this one today, changing it up. So whatever you do on one side, you've got to match it on the other. Remember, there's two options here. So I'm actively reaching up, left arm is down as we breathe. Inhale to rise, switch it to the other side. Placing that block on the outer part of my foot. Take a breath and exhale, bend that knee, either knee to elbow, right elbow to left knee. You're twisting and looking over that left shoulder, or your arms down and reaching up with the left. Good, keep breathing here. Looking up towards the hand or over the shoulder. Good, on your next inhale, slowly come on up, heels and hands together. All right, we're going into our straddle, so bringing that right foot out kind of the same distance as your triangle. We're gonna go ahead and start with our hands on our waist. And when ready, take a breath in and exhale, lower, leading with the heart until we break, and then we round the spine, letting the hands come down to the mat and keeping those legs straight. Remember, crown of that head is what we're thinking about as we're pulling the upper body down. Also, squeezing those quads allows the kneecap to slightly lift and lock out those knees. I'm gonna do that as well. Helps for those that are a little bit more mobile to not let them hyperextend. Very nice. Slowly flatten that back, hands come to the waist, and inhale to rise. Placing our hands now behind that low back. A little support there. Take a breath. And as you exhale, leading with the heart, gently lowering yourself down. And keeping the hands at that low back as we're squeezing those quads, locking out those legs, keeping them nice and strong and straight. We're thinking crown of the head, meeting the mat, allowing the backs of our legs elongate. Continuing to take those deep breaths. Now slowly, as we come up, flatten that back, lead with the heart. On your inhale. Very nice. Gonna grab and interlace your hands here. Straight arms to start. Nice tall chest. Take a breath. And exhale. Slowly lower down. Good, and then release. And then either your hands can stay rested on that low back, but if you're ready and want to add that shoulder stretch, go ahead and bring them on back. Remember, finding that distance that works for you. It should feel like a nice, good shoulder stretch. No pain here. And the weight should be distributed from the balls to the heels. Good, taking those deep breaths. Remember, if you're feeling too uncomfortable, you can always pull those arms back slightly. The further you pull them away, the deeper the stretch. Wherever you are, make your way back with your arms to where they're rested on the back. We're going to come up and flatten that back, and on our inhale, come on up. Very good. All right. And then last one, placing our hands on our waist to start, and then we're going to hook onto our big toes. Take a breath in, and as we exhale, gently lower, coming on down, releasing the hands, hooking onto our big toes. This is where you can even bring your feet further apart if that's more comfortable for you, finding what's good distance. And then using the arms to help lower the upper body down. Keep those legs straight, squeeze those quads. Good. Thinking about crown of the head meeting the mat. Good, and on your next inhale, slowly release, hand on the waist. Inhale to rise. Step the feet together and arms together, back to the front of your mats. All right, we're gonna go ahead into our pyramid. Grabbing that quick sip if you'd like to join. Quarter of a turn with both feet, kind of go same distance as our triangle. Using the blocks next in front of you if you would like as a support. Inhale, bring the arms up. And as we exhale, bending at the waist, leading with the hands as we come on down. Again, you can use them, having them both on each side for support as we think about knee to nose. So as we tuck that chin into chest, the goal is to have that knee slightly bent to start. That way you can have that knee touch the nose. And then as we're here, the goal is to straighten out the leg, maintaining that connection. And then if you want to have your arms down, palm rested on the mat. And if you can bring that chin more into the chest, we're thinking forehead to knee. Slowly unwind, inhale to rise. Good. We're going to take it over to the other side. And hips are squared, facing forward, back foot perpendicular, left legs in front. We inhale, bring the arms up. And then we exhale, lower down. Forehead or nose to knee, a little bend of that left knee to start. And then as you keep breathing, the goal is to straighten out that front leg. We're thinking forehead, nose to knee with each breath. And slowly on your next inhale, bring yourself on up. And we're going to go ahead and bring our feet and hands together. Okay, next thing that we're doing is we're going to come up for our hands to toe. So bring that knee nice and high, right knee up to start. Left is locked out straight. Grab those two fingers to hook onto your big toe. Extend the left arm out to the side. And then when ready, you're going to go ahead and slowly extend that right leg out. So I'm locking out that left leg, squeezing the quad, gripping down with my toes, as I'm also pressing with my foot to my hand, and then focusing on something that isn't moving so I can stay balanced while I'm here and breathing. And then gently bring it on down. And then we're going to straighten that right leg out, arms by the side, and we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently bring it on down. All right, we're going to switch over to the other side. So we're going to straighten and lock out that right leg. We're going to lift the left knee up nice and high. Take my 2 fingers on my left hand, hook on my toe. Balance, get myself balanced first, right arm extends. And then when ready, extend out that left leg out to the side. Bracing with my abs, locking out that right leg, squeezing the quad, focusing on something that isn't moving. A couple more breaths, keep that focus. And slowly release. We're going to extend that left foot out in front, squeeze and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and gently bring it on down. All right, we're on to our tree pose next. So this is where if you need those blocks on each side, you can have them next to you or your water bottle. This is for the bend bound person. We're going to go ahead and place that right foot where it needs to be first. Remember, ankle, calf, or the inner part of the thigh, bringing your hands together. If you want to place that right foot on top of the left thigh, that's the other variation. We're thinking about pressing the knee down and bringing that right hand in that prayer position. Left is holding on to the right foot. And then from here, you're going to bend at the waist, reaching down for the blocks or the mat. And as we're here, nice deep breaths. Remember, you have the options of grabbing down with both arms onto the blocks, or if you can also have your hands on the mat. Good. Wherever you are in your tree, if you have rolled down, come on back up. Still here for one more breath. And then gently release the leg. All right, very good. We're going to take it to the other side. So go ahead and lock out that leg. We're going to bring the left leg and place it in the same position as we did with the right leg. So it's either on that calf, and if on the side of the thigh, or if you are placing it like where I'm doing it on the top of the thigh, holding it with one hand while placing the other in that prayer position. And then you can stay here, or if you're ready, you're rounding and then reaching down towards your blocks or the mat. And as we're here, breathing, focusing on that breath, finding that stillness. And then if you come on down, slowly bring yourself up. We're still in tree. Hold it there for one more breath. And gently release the leg. All right, from here, we're going to go ahead back to our mountain pose, tops of our mats. Inhale, bring the arms up. And as we exhale, we round, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, step it or hop it into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Taking a breath here. Inhale, exhale out. Step it or hop it. Make your way to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. To exhale, round. Bend the knees, arms back and then forward into your chair. Squeezing the knees, ankles, thighs together as we reach and keep a long posture. And bringing our hands in that prayer position. Exhale, we round, arms bend into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it or hop it back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. and exhale, downward dog. We're going to inhale, bring the right leg up nice and high, and as we exhale, swing it through, dropping that back heel. Come up into warrior one. Right foot forward, left leg locked out straight. Hold here. We're going to go ahead and twist over to the left side, so left foot in front. Left foot is facing the back of the mat, quarter return, and arms reaching up for our warrior one. Left leg in front, right leg behind. Squaring those hips, gazing forward. And then we're going to open up those legs and spread them out a little bit further so we can come into warrior two. Left foot forward, right foot still behind us, facing the back of the mat. Straight out with the arms, or actively reaching on both ends. As we're breathing and holding here. Now rotate that left foot to perpendicular, right foot forward, and bend in the knee. Coming into warrior two on the right side, facing now the front of our mats. Taking a nice deep breath here. Gazing forward. Again, arms straight out, actively reaching on both sides. And on your next exhale, swing the arms down, send that leg back, plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, up dog or cobra, to exhale, downward dog. Breath here, step it or hop it to the tops of your mats, back into forward fold, and slowly bring yourself down and have a seat. All right, little water break if you want it. We're going to come into our seated forward fold. So we're going to flex those feet, keep the legs nice and straight, locking out those knees. Remember, you can always use blocks or towels if you need support, placing them underneath the knees. But if you don't need that, go ahead and ditch everything out to the side, straight out the legs, inhale, arms up, and as you exhale, reach forward. Dropping the head and neck, letting it hang heavy, and just using those arms to help pull the upper body down. Keep breathing here. Remember, you can reach the shins, the ankles, if you can't reach your toes. Breathe as we're here, dropping the head and neck, inch by inch, sinking a little deeper into that stretch. All right, on your next inhale, slowly come on up, cross those legs. We're going to send them back into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Downward dog, step it or hop it. Make your way to the front, have a seat. Knees are going to be at 90 degrees, toes pointed forward. Inhale into reverse table. As we're here, we're squeezing the hips, gazing behind us. Let the head and neck hang heavy. Pushing the hips as high as we can, squeezing the glutes. Fingertips are pointed forward. A few more breaths. Don't let the hips sink, keep them high. All one last breath. And as we exhale, we gently lower down, cross those legs, arms come forward, send it back, plank, and exhale, downward dog. And slowly bring yourself forward and have a seat. Left leg forward, right leg is going to be on top of the thigh. Right knee or right ankle, foot is going to be on top of the thigh. Eventually we'll add a bind, but for today we're still just going to reach forward. So inhale, bring the arms up. As you exhale, reach forward towards your left toes. We're thinking of forehead to knee as best as you can. If you need support, you can always hang on to your foot. If not, just reaching forward. And breathe. Good. As we're holding here, the goal is forehead to knee as best as we can. Breathe in through it. And inhale, slowly come on up. We're gonna release the legs first, then cross them so we can send the back into plank. And exhale, downward dog. All right, slowly make your way to the top. Have a seat. We're gonna take it to the other side. Right leg in front, left foot, knee bends, taking that foot, outer part where the ankle is, placing it on top of the thigh. Use the arm as support. Inhale, bring the arms up, and as you exhale, reaching forward. Dropping that head and neck. Let it hang heavy. Our vision is forehead to knee as best as we can. Breathe. Good. Couple more breaths here. Again, we're thinking forehead to knee as best as we can. And then on your next inhale, slowly come on up, release the leg. And we're going to do a crisscross. That way we can bring ourselves forward, send the legs back into plank, and then exhale, downward dog. All right, we're going to step and hop it. Bring yourself to the front. Bring that left foot forward, right foot back. Here, remember, we can either wrap a towel, bring a block in front if we need it. Inhale, flex that foot, arms come up. And as we exhale, reaching forward, dropping that forehead down. We're thinking forehead to knee as we're here and breathe. Couple more breaths. Deep breathing, let that head come down, sinking into that stretch a little further. On your next inhale, slowly bring yourself up. We're gonna cross those legs in the back, plank, and exhale, downward dog. Step it or hop it, make your way to the front, legs, and then have a seat. Right foot forward, left foot behind. Flex those feet. Inhale, up, and as we exhale, reaching forward. Remember, you can grab those feet to help you pull the upper body down, or have the arms by your side, or you're here grabbing the shin, ankle, whatever works for you. Here and breathe. Goes forehead to knee. Then on your next inhale, slowly bring yourself up, release the legs, crisscross, and the legs back, plank, and exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, bring yourself back to seated position, back to that left foot forward, right knee is bent, close together, or close to you. We're gonna keep that left foot flexed, bringing that body down, taking that right arm around your armpit area. And if you can bind, holding on with the left hand, thinking down, forehead to knee, as you're here and breathing. Nice deep breaths. Do what you can. release. Release the legs, crisscross and then back to plank. And then exhale, downward dog. Good. Step it, hop it. You bring yourself back to a seat. Right foot is in front, left knee bends. Keep it close. Take a breath, chest forward, taking that left arm, wrapping it around, reaching back with the right arm. Interlace if you can, dropping forehead down. Thinking forehead to knee. You're here and breathing. Good, and release. Slowly unwind on your inhale. Cross the legs and the back for plank. And then exhale, downward dog. Good. Step it, hop it, make your way back to the front. Have a seat. Left foot forward, right foot back. Same initial position. This time just twisting in the opposite direction. Taking your arm, placing it behind you. Left arm comes up and around. Twisting, looking over that right shoulder. Keep that left foot flexed, engaging the quad, locking out that knee, twisting, looking over the right shoulder. Slowly unwind, cross those legs, we send the back, plank, and then exhale, downward dog. All right, step it, hop it, make your way back, have a seat, other side. So now right foot forward, left foot bends, keeping it close, breath in and out, left arm behind you, take that right arm, placing it on the outside part of the knee, twisting, looking over the left shoulder. Keeping that right foot flexed, squeezing the quad, flexing those toes up. Good. On your next breath, go ahead and release. Crisscross and those legs back into plank, and then exhale, downward dog. Awesome. Step and hop it, make your way to the top, and then we are going to come down into boat. So again, 3 sets, 5 counts for each. Heels down, lifted, or be up. Those are our 3 options. Wherever you want to start, go ahead and hold there. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop. Good. Repeating that. Ready and up and hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, and release. Last set. Ready and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Go ahead and cross those legs, send them back into plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. All right, step it, hop it. Make your way to the top. We're going to come back down for bridge, so knees bent. Remember, any way that you want to do it. We're here for a few breaths. On your next inhale, bring it on up. Remember, you can do just regular tucking of the shoulders, which is what I'm doing, or the carousel, reaching back, hips up nice and high. And if you're there, hold it there. 5, for 4, 3, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Bring the knees into the chest. A little rock side to side. Rock forward and back so you can come up into a seated position. Extend those legs out. Forward fold one more time. Chest up. Inhale, arms up. And as we exhale, reaching forward, dropping the head and neck. Good, nice deep breaths. Sinking a little deeper into that stretch. Good, and gently release. We're gonna kind of bring our hips a little forward. You can rock, bring the legs back up. Remember, we want to place our hands on that low back, supporting with our elbows, legs straight to start. So come on here. And then when ready, we're gonna let the legs come down. Goal is to see if you can bring the legs to touch the mat or floor. Doing whatever feels good for you. This might be pretty intense, so do what you can. And then if you've made your way back, slowly bring yourself back up with the legs. And then slowly release, letting the hips and legs drop. Bringing the knees into chest. All right, go ahead and extend out. We're coming into a fish. So feet together. Remember, we're going to rock side to side so we can sit on our hands, palms facing down. The backs of our hands are facing up, toes and feet together. Take a breath, and as we exhale, using the elbows to lift the chest up. Bringing the tops of our head onto the mat. As we're here and breathing. As you breathe. And then nice and gently on your next breath, release. And release the arms. Bringing the knees into chest. Rock forward and back so you can be in a crisscross position, and then we can send our hands back. Plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. All right, be ready. Coming down into that child's pose, forehead on the mat as you're here and breathing. If you are ready to practice headstand, now is the time. So hands are down. It's kind of that tripod top, and then triangle with 2 hands down. Working your way to where your feet is lifted, and then trying to straighten them out. If you attempted the headstand, go ahead and slowly make your way down. Reach out with the arms and rest into child's pose. And go ahead and push your hands up. And then into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog with cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Step it, hop it, make your way to the front. And have a seat. Coming towards the end. Good work, everybody. Crisscrossing with the legs. You can bring one on top if you'd like. We're going to wrap around, grab a hold of our elbows, opposite hands. Take a breath, and then as you exhale, rounding, bringing the upper body down. Nice deep breaths. Releasing of the body. And on your next inhale, come on, release the arms, straighten out, arms resting on the knee, or if you want, palms facing up. Nice tall posture. We're going to close our eyes here for a nice few breaths as we refocus. Inhale through the nose and out. Deep inhale. Nice long exhale out. And good breath in and out. Two more like that. Breath in and out. And last one. And out. And very good. Release the feet. Cross and then back into plank. Then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. To exhale, downward dog. Make your way to the top and then have a seat, laying on our backs. Well done, everybody. Coming down for our final savasana. Let the body relax. Melt onto the mats. As we lay here, starting with the head, letting that forehead relax. No tension there, down the neck. Our jaw is nice and relaxed, and the tongue touch the tops of your mouth, down the shoulders, down the fingertips to allowing them to curl in. Continues the spine, down our low back and our hips, making the way down the knees, ankles and toes, letting those feet roll out to the side. Continue to focus on your breath as you lay here. slowly start to weaken, start by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Roll to one side, creating a pillow with the arm underneath. Taking a breath here. And nice and gently bringing yourself into a seated position. All right, namaste. Good work, everybody. Good job with your day 2 of the week. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll kick it off again for week 3 starting next week. Enjoy. Have a good weekend.